The other day, 3 more of our hostages were finally released from Hamas captivity in Gaza. And in exchange, Israel, again, released hundreds of barbaric Islamonazi terrorists with so much Jewish blood on their hands. But this time, when Israeli prison authorities let these Islamonazi terrorists walk free, they were wearing shirts that was written in Arabic, "We will not forget, we will not forgive," with the Jewish Star of David. And of course, our enemies rushed to play the victim card. How horrible it is that we made them wear these t-shirts when we freed them. Palestinian Prisoner Club protests threatening phrases on shirts of inmates freed by Israel. So give me a break. Hamas and their supporters massacred our people, burnt our children alive, and they're upset about some words on a t-shirt? But I'm not here to talk about our enemies' fake outrage. They're always playing the victim card to deflect from their own Islamonazi atrocities and genocidal jihadi ideology. No, what I want to talk to you right now is about the outrage from some of the Israeli left and liberal Jews in Israel and abroad. And I'm sad to say this, but the liberal left's pathetic obsession with stooping to the level of our enemies. Because what are they saying now? How can we, the Jewish people, stoop to the level of our enemies and put such t-shirts on these terrorists that we released from jail? How can we force them to wear shirts like this? Excuse me? Stoop to their level? Do I have to remind these people what their level of evil looks like? Their level is mass murder, mass rape, burning babies alive. Their level is humiliating our hostages, forcing them to smile for cameras, handing them gift bags as propaganda when releasing them. Their level is staging hostage releases with signs calling for Israel's destruction behind them while the world applauds them. A few Arabic words on a t-shirt do not compare to the sheer depravity of our Islamonazi enemies. And yet, instead of recognizing all that, too many Jews and Israeli Jews are still blind to the utter psychological warfare being waged against us and the evil of our enemies. The truth is, this whole controversy exposes a much, much deeper problem. Too many people still do not understand the cruel ideology driving our Islamonazi enemies. And you cannot defeat an enemy that you refuse to understand. Islam, as practiced by those who believe in jihad, is an ideology of conquest, subjugation, and humiliation. Not every Muslim is the problem. But yes, the problem is an inherent aspect of Islam practiced by hundreds of millions, and it is incompatible with Jewish values and Western values, and not always are those the same. For centuries, Islamic jihad has been used as a tool to expand Islamic rule, establish a global caliphate, and to subjugate non-Muslims. That's us infidels, Jews, Christians, and anyone else. They don't just persecute non-Muslims, they ensure that non-Muslims feel inferior in their daily lives. That's why Islam institutionalized dhimmi status in Sharia law, forcing Jews and Christians to live as second-class citizens under Islamic Sharia law. And here's the key. For these terrorists, humiliation is worse than death. For them to die as a martyr means honor. But being publicly shamed, for instance, by wearing these t-shirts, that is their greatest disgrace. That's why these t-shirts were a brilliant move. We turned their own psychological warfare against them. Of course, we still have to beat them and destroy them, but this is just a little thing that can also be done. The left's fear of provoking our enemies is a dangerous delusion. But of course, the Western mindset is obsessed with not provoking the enemy. Well, guess what? Our Sunni and Shiite Islamo-Nazi enemies did not need any provocation to commit the October 7th massacre. They butchered, raped, burned, and kidnapped our men, women, children, even babies, and they did it out of pure genocidal hatred. So why on earth is anyone wasting time worrying about a message on a t-shirt that somehow will make things worse? October 7th wasn't worse enough? These people have to wake up. This ignorance is deadly. It's literally leading to the death of so many innocent Jews. Just last week, 2 Australian Muslim doctors proudly confessed to killing Jewish Israeli patients. Jews should be worried about being treated by a Muslim doctor or a nurse anywhere in the world. Not all of them are a problem, but yes, this is a problem within Islam and within the Muslim community. And we have to be aware of it. Hamas is not an anomaly. Hezbollah is not an anomaly. Iran's Shiite Muslim regime is not an anomaly. They are all products of the same Islamic jihadist ideology. Until we all acknowledge that, we will continue fighting this war with one hand tied behind our back, even both of our hands tied behind our back. Israel prison authorities' move with these t-shirts was right. We need more of this mindset, not less. The only way to truly survive in the Middle East and the West is to promote strength. Our enemies must know that we know exactly who they are. And this is also the Muslims in America, Britain, Australia. They must know that we will never allow them to degrade any of us. They must know that we will never, ever allow ourselves to be defeated by their evil. That is how we win, and they are deterred from doing anything against us. Remember, everyone, Am Yisrael Chai. This is all part of a wake-up process. Australians are now waking up. Let's hope and pray that they stay awake and do something about it. Americans, British, Canadians, French, everyone, wake up. This is a problem. Too many Western-minded of our own peers do not understand the enemy that is the Islamic jihad within Islam. That is very prevalent in every single Muslim community across Western civilization. Am Yisrael Chai, folks. Here in Israel, we are waking up more than any other place. We're going to get out of this, strengthen your faith in the one above, and spread the truth. Signing off for another episode of the Pulse of Israel here in our eternal and ancestral homeland, the land of Israel, in our beautiful, biblical, ancestral, and indivisible capital, Jerusalem, since King David's time. If you're not yet a subscriber, what are you waiting for? To receive the belief-based, inspiring, politically incorrect truth about Israel, the Jewish people, and the freedom of the world, just go to pulseofisrael.com and click to subscribe. And yes, we are a donor-based organization. We need your support. Every once in a while, click on the donate button on pulseofisrael.com. Shalom, everyone, and thanks for watching.
Pulse of Israel, frontline videos from the Holy Land. Support our work by donating today.